So now that we understand what creates an avalanche, now we can understand what to prevent it. And basically the best way is to use, in the latest years, the approach of avalanche have changes. There's a lot of variant, and even the most expert is more like an art than truly a true science. Because there's so many variant that can change, and even on a slope, one spot on one slope can totally change compared to the other slope. So they used to teach a lot of the students how to dig holes and measure all those layers of snow and identify them. Now it's more risk management, and the avalator, and this is the picture of the avalator. Basically what it does is that it's a tool that you get training on how to assess the risk and if you're willing to take the risk. So they're not telling you yes or no, don't go, but if you're going to do this, be aware that this is how risky it is for your conditions, and this is how risky, and based on snow reports and the condition, the slopes. Now it's more risk management, which just makes it more sense. So that tool now is pretty good and pretty easy to get training. It was made out of a few research and things like that. And basically, the best treatment for avalanche is to not be caught in an avalanche. Obviously, there is people that survive every year. There is people that dies every year as well from avalanche. But the best way is not to get hurt and not get involved in the avalanche. So this is pretty much like the prevention is get training, use tools like the avalator, and if you're gonna go and may risk of getting caught, then have the right gear with you. And this is the next video we're gonna check. We're gonna see what kind of gear we should carry with. Okay, let's continue on our little avalanche thing. So basically this is my winter pack, and reason is the winter pack, we'll say this is a black diamond, and it's the black diamond, and they incorporated an avalung. So there's an avalung in my backpack. So basically this is the front pack, as you can see. And there's a little pocket here, and as you see here, there's a plastic because I didn't use it yet, bought it last year. And basically this is the mouthpiece. And how it works, so basically avalung, what it does is that it protects, we're talking about having a snow plug in your mouth, and the CO2, which are the two enemies for hypoxia in avalanche. So basically what this does, it prevents both of them. So what you do is that when you're about to traverse something that is potentially dangerous for avalanche, a zone, you undo your buckles, then you put this piece in your mouth, so like this, and you breathe through it. But basically what it does is that it breathes all the way up here, and as you see here, if I get caught in an avalanche, because my mouth is closed around it, no snow will be able to get in my mouth. Then I breathe through my mouth. What it does is that it goes all the way here, and there's a little port outside here. And what that does is that, first of all, it pushes the CO2 out here. So basically, if this is on my back, then CO2 is in the back, not in the front of me. As well as that, because I breathe through my mouth, there's decreased heat transfer to the snow, so that's that ice barrier that we were talking about. So it let the air out, and you don't reabsorb the CO2. So basically with this now, every time that I go outside, that's what I have. As well as there's special pockets for all the gear that you have. So all the shovels and and the probes goes all over here, and so basically you can carry all your gear. So this is the probe goes over here, and you can carry all your gear over here. So basically every time that I go out now in the winter, that's my bag. I have another one if I go ice climbing, but usually I don't go ice climbing where there's high risk of avalanche because of the ice climb, and so I got another bag because I need more stuff. But basically everything that I need is in that bag right now. So this is mine right now. I need to change it, but it's the old technology for the this is the old technology for transceiver, but basically they all work pretty much the same. It's just the other ones has better assessment that you can have. But basically how it goes over here is that it's not connected, but basically this part right here connects on it, and then you wear it the closest that you can, and basically what it does is it transmits. And so when it's in that mode and you see it's kind of locked, cannot move it, if I push it, it's always transmitting. If I take this button here and I turn, now I can dial as much as I want, and now it's like I can change my search over here. So now I'm in receiving mode, not transmitting. So if I have to do a self-rescue, this is the mode that I need to do. So that now I can search my for other victims that are transmitting. Now I'm receiving. But that's where we're talking. If a second avalanche happen, I need to be turned back in that mode so that I can be transmitting. Or else, if I'm in receiving mode and I get hit by another avalanche, nobody can find me unless they probe me, which is almost it's very difficult to find someone that way. Very long and arduous. And so that's why if something happens, you have to turn your dial back. And there's some of them, they even have like a certain like button and stuff, and you press on it. And because a lot of people, that's how they get caught up, not in the first avalanche, but the second avalanche. I don't have my shovel and my probe right now. They're stuck in the garage because we just moved in. But and this is the spot. And I recommend you guys, I recommend the Pusina and Pusino to have this all the time. It is an awesome thing. This is old generations, the first generation, but you can track down, and I'll do a whole review on that thing alone. It's worth it. But have it on you. There's like a 911 button that you can press on this, and search and rescue will know that you need help, and another button just if you need, like if you lost your keys or something like this, you can press on that and somebody else can get. It's an awesome thing, and I'll do a review just on that thing. It's worth it. But I would always have it. So basically, this is the winter. Plus, add that a shovel in my my probes. But basically, this is the basic stuff that I carry, and as well as I carry an avulator, but it's with the probe and the shovel in somewhere in the garage that I have to go through. Those are the things I carry.